So MCreator had a couple updates. It screwed some things up. It screwed a lot of things up, and recording got messy, so I figured, why not do a log? Hey guys, Saladifier here, welcome back to MCreator. In this episode, again, it's a log. We already added in Ethereal, and I'm going to show you guys that right now. So there was a couple issues along the way that we ran into. So the first concept of Ethereal was the freaking best, bro. It looked amazing. Sorry, I'm getting really excited. I'm just still a little disappointed that this couldn't happen, if I'm going to be completely honest, because here's why. My idea is that there'd be some smaller islands up top. You could jump down to like some medium-sized islands and jump all the way down to some larger islands. But I'd have to learn, like, beyond like regular mod coding, I'd have to go and create whole custom coding for a generation process. And I tried researching that to see if that was possible. But I don't know if you guys know. I'm not that smart. Like, I do YouTube. So anyway, we eventually ended up going with, okay, what we'll do is we'll settle for different island sizes, and we'll create 3 different dimensions to make up Ethereal. There'll be like a end dimension on top, end dimension in the middle, end dimension on the bottom, and write procedures that you can hop between them to give you the illusion that it's all the same planet. And so that's what we decided to go with. And then I went down to create it in the new MCreator update, and we started having issues where like the floor was lava because of the 1.17 update, and for whatever reason, there was a bedrock ceiling, and so there was no traveling between dimensions. And I was like, this is really freaking frustrating, and I had to wait till the next update came out to even attempt to do something again. So a couple updates have come out since. I have fixed Ethereal, so that's working properly, and yesterday I decided to add in the low gravity effect, because here's why. Boot fuel, like if I hold X, it would just wear out my fuel to go between the planets, and so I figured, okay, we need to make some sort of low gravity thing, because then that first of all, low gravity is like a space thing, that's cool, and second of all, it helps you be more efficient with your boot fuel. So if you're going to be hopping in between platforms, like falling down and then flying back up, we need this to be as efficient as possible. So low gravity fixed 2 solutions. It made the mod cooler, and it made the boot fuel solution fixed, because now I'm not just burning fuel just by flying like this all the way 256 blocks up to get to the top layer. And so here's essentially what happened. Here's kind of the math behind it. At 0.0844, if you're adding that every tick to your velocity, then you'll never fall. So like if I'm just trying to fall but 0.0844 is added to it, I just stand still. And if I were to go ahead and add half of that, that creates lower gravity. And so now if I were to create, like, all that, this stuff is pretty much typed up here. If I were to create, like, less than math. If I were to go ahead and, like, do half, then add the half of that half repeatedly, I would get an even lower version of gravity. And so essentially that's what I did. Right here in the code, you guys can see that. 0.0422 is half of the 0.0844, then half of that, and then half of that. It didn't let me just add these together. It never worked when I tried that, so I just figured, okay, I'll just do them separately. That's fine. So that's that procedure there for the low gravity. I'm now going to show you guys a procedure with getting between the different dimensions. So right here, this stuff is not part of it. This all can go away. That's not important. So forgive my few frames right now. Minecraft is currently running in 4K. So yeah, I did get a 4K monitor for Christmas, guys. Not that big of a deal. Just 4K. You know what they say? Everyone's like, "Oh, what's your New Year's resolution?" Mine's 4K HDR. You guys can always click off if you want. Anyway, so here's essentially the procedure. It checks, okay, are you less than negative 20 blocks? Or are you greater than 128? And then it checks, okay, if you're in the mesosphere, which is the highest layer, then it goes stratosphere, then it goes troposphere. If you're in the mesosphere, it'll bring you down a layer. And then if you're in the stratosphere, it'll bring you down a layer. If you're in the bottomest layer, the troposphere here, and you go up, it'll bring you up to the stratosphere. And then if you're in the stratosphere and you go up, it'll bring you up to the mesosphere. So it allows you to go between them all, just like this. This 1 tick thing is because the teleportation thing broke, so if you were to enter a new dimension, it couldn't immediately take you to like a specified height. So you have to make it wait a tick and then do what you want it to do. It still works, but it's just a little less It's not favorable, but it works, so that's all that's important. I got over that solution too, or that issue. Found a solution there, and was there any other Ethereal Teleport? Yeah. So this is when you do N-type dimension, there's like a giant hole in the middle with a big island. That's like where the Ender Dragon is, and then there's like 1,000 block radius of nothingness. So I made it just take you 1,000 blocks out, so you wouldn't have to deal with that. Anyway, let's go to Ethereal now. I'm going to show you guys everything that I've been hyping up. So I am 700 blocks in the air falling because my speed is a lot quicker. Like I just showed you before, it sets it to -4 whenever you teleport here, because now you're falling at like a normal, like, oh shoot, planetary entry speed. Oh, okay, we hit the ground pretty hard there. Wow. All right. Well, we are in the stratosphere, and as you can see, oh wait, it's because I'm in creative. I'm a freaking idiot. All right, hang on, TP. So I gotta show you this again. So we are falling slowly. The freaking procedure doesn't work properly. This is stupid. So anyway, we are falling into Ethereal now, very slowly, because there's low gravity. What do you expect? You're just gonna wait here for a few minutes, like, I don't know, maybe like pull out your phone or something, start flicking through, or like, that's not my phone, but maybe start drinking out of your Saladifier coffee mug. I drink, but there's nothing in it. Maybe like sip your candle. Is that what you want to do? Like, nice. Or maybe water. Got an ice cube in my mouth. Look at that. That only took me 200 blocks because there's such low gravity here. So that is very freaking annoying. So I'm just gonna go ahead and teleport myself 300 blocks down. Do that a couple of times. There we go. And now fly around a little bit, and we're at the first layer. This is the mesosphere, baby. So we can kind of just hop around all happy and stuff, and look at that, we're just slowly gliding. Now let's fall on down into the stratosphere, and then that's the next layer, and there's 3 of them. Freaking 3 times the amount of layers as our last planet. Then again, our last planet was completely solid, so I guess there was technically more. Whatever. This planet has a low gravity and it's islands, and this is basically the new Ether. And it's called Ethereal because it's new Ether, you know? So, yeah. Now we're on the second layer, and for some reason the seeds aren't like changing, but whatever. That's happening with Idaris too. I think that's just a bug. It'll be fixed, I'm sure, soon enough. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fall down yet again to the next layer, and then that's the final layer. That is the Troposphere. So we're just gonna go ahead and keep falling, and then we're gonna test and see how much boot fuel does it take to get from the bottom layer to the top. Because if it's a little amount of fuel, that's perfect. And so again, like I was saying before, the anti-gravity fixes 2 solutions. It adds more variety to the mod, or fixes 2 issues. Adds more variety to the mod because now look, low gravity in space. It's like a realistic thing. And now I make it so that you can fly between the islands very efficiently without having to worry about boot fuel. So yeah, low gravity like this, see that? And now we're just gonna fall back down. We're gonna land on this block right here because it's kind of like a sore thumb. So we jump up, we're at 199. And now let's zoom up this way. Whoa, hit my head. Okay, that's not completely efficient. Whoa, hit my head again. Okay, again, not completely efficient. Hit my head again. Hello. Just fly straight up. Whoa. And now look at that. It used 8 fuel points, and it wasn't even efficient. 7, actually. And that wasn't even efficient. I probably could have done that with 5 if I was really smart about it. But I wasn't smart about it, because again, I'm not smart. So, yeah. Here we are on Ethereal, guys. It's all added in. And I want to kind of restructure the way I'm going to format episodes. So this is already kind of what I've been following without even realizing it. When I make a new planet, I want to separate into 4 categories. So the first episode is, of course, creation of like the dimension and like the biomes. The second episode is like freaking ores and stuff. Then the third episode is like the structures and starting to develop a way to be able to get back. And then the fourth episode is like recipes, and then like how do you obtain everything and how do you obtain the stuff to get back and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's essentially how this is all going to work. So thank you guys for watching this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm sorry that we couldn't like kind of do it like we normally do it. This had to be a log. But if you guys want to see more, hit the like button and join the Discord server if you maybe want to help. I probably at some point will be needing help creating this mod. I still am trying to figure out a feasible way to do that, but yeah, if you're interested in helping me with like texturing or ideas or anything like that, join the Discord server, and I might make a roll or something. I don't know. We'll see. I don't even know if I need help yet, but thanks for watching. Enjoy the coffee. Peace out.